there's a reason why. I wanna keep it a thighs. All that I see is a lie. We get a fit. That's a drip.
It's week 6 of the NFL, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He got his reps in a week ago.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native. At quarterback, it's Baker Mayfield.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. We've got to get that changed around.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards gain the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Clement. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You look at this Colt defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They got his man complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Short throw going to be caught by Waring, the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Mayfield now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's second down. Here's Mayfield. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Russell Gage. Third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell them, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, it's Stroud. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Takes it to about the 37. The Colts at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think it's going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Inside handoff to Mixon. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th.
Out there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention. It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 20. Stroud looking to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, this from 39. 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mayfield with it once more. And they will not get the connection action there. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. That is incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Cole Turner, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers had 6 to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And capping it all off was Cole Turner with a touchdown catch. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
On second down, it's Stroud. That is caught. Schoonmaker. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
At the Chargers' 27-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They need 2. Here's third down. And Stroud now to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got him there complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
The throwing again is Stroud. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. George Pickens, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Chargers to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mayfield to throw it. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd down and 13. Up the middle they go with Clement. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken around the 12. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Stroud getting his offense to the line quickly. 2nd and 5. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Stroud. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Now Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively. defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Play action. Here's Stroud. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. Play action. Stroud now. Here's one deep for Pickens. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen in the end of the play. If you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So we have message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
The second down throw now from Stroud. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Stroud on third down now. And going to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Completes this one to Pickens. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Mixing up the middle. Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On first down, here's Stroud. is inside the 15-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Delay of game.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Stroud looking to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Gonna need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. George Pickens with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll begin on the ground with Clement. They juked him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Once again, it's Clement. Gets through and now an opening. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have 2 touchdown catches. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. There he goes again. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Stroud sets up the play action. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. That's complete to Turner. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. 2nd down and 4. Play fake. Mayfield. Turner is there for another one. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Here's Clement. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his first throw here is incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Bennett with a 3rd and long. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 43
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Bennett completes his quickly. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To throw is Bennett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll throw again with Bennett. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Throwing on first down, Bennett. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This is 3rd and goal. Mixon.
Joe Mixon on the carry.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 4th down. Here's Bennett. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run. There he goes, left side. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the Colts now down by 2 touchdowns. 1:17 remains. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Bennett. He's got Pickens complete, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
23 yards. That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Bennett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Looking to throw here, Bennett. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing here on third, Bennett. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to the air yet again. Bennett. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Bennett throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's got this to Pickens. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. Bennett now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Second and 10, Bennett back to throw again here. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
It's Bennett going to have another throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They'll go for it. Here's Bennett. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
2nd and 5. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.